speak. For those of you who were here last year, I spoke in front of you. It's a pleasure to see so many familiar faces. For those who don't know me, again, my name is Patrick Ross Campesi, and I am the president of the St. Expedite Lodge out of Louisiana, as well as the first vice president of the American Italian Federation of the Southeast. So, again, for those who don't know me, I want to give you a little bit of background so you know my point of view and where I come from, why I'm standing in front of you here today. I'm a fifth generation Sicilian American. My family comes from Porto Reale in Trapani in Sicily. I was very close to my grandfather, Ross Campesi, who was essentially lived the American dream. Came up as a Sicilian farmer there in Louisiana and ended up having multiple international companies, really just, like I said, living that American dream. And that inspired me to want to find out, why did he become so successful? And I attribute a lot of his success to his roots, to that Sicilian, that Italian heritage that we all here share tonight. So, as a young Italian, somebody who, I'm not 100% Italian, my first name's Patrick. As a young Italian, I found it difficult finding people that I could connect with. Most of the Italians I knew were my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, my parents, the older generations, and I didn't find a lot of people who were as motivated and into their heritage as myself. However, as of last year, we've started numerous organizations like the St. Expedite Lodge, which Young Italian Professionals, the Young Professional Italians organization, is a part of. So I want to introduce a few people who are here with us from that group: Brandon Ronaldo, Courtney Tanner, and Ellie Ingram.
All right.
I find that one of my greatest joys and what inspires me, motivates me to do what I'm doing, is that Italian heritage. That's, if you could ask anybody who knows me, that's who I am, being Sicilian, being a Campesi. So much so that one of my main focuses in work is I do real estate over in Italy. I'm trying to go back and give back from what my family brought here to America. One of the main issues and points that we need to address is passing that torch of the Italian pride and the love of our heritage to the younger generation, such as myself and those younger than me. In January, we're having the Ital-American conference in Tampa, Florida, and that is going to be a conference from all across the nation, young Italians sent by the same organization that Joe Ventura was talking about earlier, that got this proclamation from Joe Biden. They're going to be sending us to Florida, and as a way to, one, network with Italians across the country, but also to teach us leadership skills so that we can step into those leadership positions as that next generation. Additionally, with the other organizations that I'm a part of, the Italian American Federation of the Southeast, we are partnered with NIAF, which is the National Italian American Foundation. Through NIAF, we have grants that are given to us. One, again, Courtney Tanner with the Young Italian Professionals was sent on the Voyage of Discovery earlier this year, which it was her first time ever going to Italy. She was there for 2 weeks, guided tour, everything was paid for, and talking with her from when she got back, she's a changed person. She's absolutely in love with Italy, and she wants to go back as soon as she can. I think doing things like that, getting the youth involved, is the most important thing. We can talk all about it, we can have our Christmas dinners, but really getting them in touch with that heritage, with actively doing things such as going back to Italy, talking with the elders, hearing the stories and learning that culture for really what it is. That's what makes being Italian so great. That's one reason that I'm so proud to be Italian and Sicilian. With St. Expedite Lodge, we do many things throughout the Southeast in Louisiana, from Alexandria south. And in December, we're going to be having a Christmas-style dinner at Home's house. As we are here today, people from Louisiana, at both two of the tables here, it's very important for these different organizations from Mississippi to Texas, Louisiana, all across the country to show support with each other. We only can make the progress that we've made thus far by working together and supporting each other. So if y'all are available to come, we would love to have you join us in Louisiana for that event and any other events. We all want to work together so that we can continue to pass on this torch, again, to the next generations. We are on social media, so if you want to find out more about our organizations or you have any questions, feel free to come up to me or anybody at the table sitting with us, the Young Italian Professionals. I want to end on this note. A year ago from today, when I stood here in front of y'all speaking, I didn't think we would have made as much progress as we have, both with our organization but on a national scale. Again, as President Joe discussed, We didn't get any type of proclamation from the White House. We didn't really get any attention on a national scale from anybody in government about what we're trying to do here. Today, we've actually done that. We've actually made a lot of progress, but it's not the time to let up. We've accomplished so much, and we are poised, in my opinion, to have the greatest decade of rejuvenating Italian pride, greater than it was even in the 1970s, when it was the heyday of being Italian, being Sicilian, Italian-American. So I'm gonna ask all of you here today that we continue to work together to take part in this new era of Italian-American excellence. Grazie.